welcome to my channel. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for coming back to see today's video. And if you're new, welcome. I'm Bethany Shanae, and my channel is dedicated to documenting my journey to get healthy mentally and physically, as well as lose over 150 pounds through diet and exercise naturally. I do meal prep videos, grocery hauls, weekly update videos. I also do some budgeting, which is usually tied in with my grocery shopping. And I just love to try out new recipes and see what works for my body to get healthy inside and out. So if you enjoy this video or anything else on my channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss when I upload. Quick disclaimer, this is not medical advice. This is never medical advice. I'm not a medical professional. This is simply me sharing my experience on my journey to get healthy and any tips or tricks I find along the way. So today I'm going to try to keep this a quick video. Of course, the weigh-in results will be at the end, but let me tell you how we got there. So this past week, we'll start with nutrition. You guys should have already seen the meal prep video with the carnivore enchiladas and my mishap with forgetting to do the voiceover before uploading it. I have corrected that. So if you haven't seen the version of the video with the voiceover, please go back and do me a favor and watch it again. Trust me, there's a lot more information in that voiceover than just in the description box below the video. And thank you so much for anyone who has watched it. I greatly appreciate that. I had the carnivore enchiladas, Philly cheesesteak, stuffed bell peppers, and then a scramble breakfast thing. So, oh, you know what? My breakfast was a breakfast casserole. All the food came out great. I just kept giving in, as I have been recently, to all the freebies we're getting at work. We have a lot of vendors that bring in food and treats, and and then of course we had a lot of corporate meetings. So all their leftover food, which is always the best, they bring over to our kitchen to leave. And yes, I made the cognitive decision to walk my chunky butt up those stairs and get that sandwich or get those 2 slices of pizza. Granted, they were like catering slices. So they were like this wide versus like a normal size of pizza, like that wide, like the length of a finger. It looks way bigger on camera, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, so every single day last week, I ate off plan. Don't click off the video yet. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this. The only day that I did not stay within 100 calories of my macro goal was Friday. The rest of the week, I ate typically around 50 calories over my calorie goal. And I mean, I tracked everything, every mini Snickers, every mini Twix, every, tortilla chip. I tracked everything. And I stayed on goal as far as calories went. Where I really went over was my carbohydrates. And on the topic of calories, Friday is the only day that I went really far over, and I had almost 2,400 calories that day. Again, don't click off yet. You're not going to want to miss this because it's going to surprise you. So I've been looking up how people who aren't doing keto or low carb eat, right? How do you figure out your macros for that? Because when I lose weight, I've always done keto, low carb for over a decade now. That's whenever I've lost weight, that's what worked for me. So I'm not well versed in how do you include carbs in that macro breakdown. So I've been doing a lot of research, and I found that my breakup, or one of the breakups, is like 30, 40, 30, something like that. 30% carbs, 30% protein and fats and 40% carbs, around there, something like that. And when I did that calculation with working out 3 to 4 times a week, which is what I've been doing, my calories should be about 1,800 calories. I think it was like 120 or 130 carbs, 145 grams of protein, and like 85 to 90 grams of fat. Why, when I have been eating off plan, am I ending at, ironically, every day I would end at 111 grams of protein, which is low, around 88 grams of fat, and 100 to 120 carbs. I think it's crazy how that happened. Now, something else so although I was going over my calories and over my carbs, if I was sticking to the regular diet, including carbohydrates, I was lower on my calories, usually by about 100 to 150. About 100. And then I was just shy of my protein, but within range with everything else. So, that makes me feel good about this week's results. Again, one more second. So let's get into workouts. I don't think I worked out Monday. I worked out Tuesday and then Thursday, Friday. Tuesday was upper body. Thursday, I tried to do some core and lower. And then Friday, I was in the gym, y'all. I love the gym. I'm finally getting comfortable on the weight side of the gym around all the people that used to look like bodybuilders to me. And I'm like, oh, you're just average. Like, not like their bodies aren't popping. Their bodies are freaking great. But I'm just like, oh, I'm over here afraid like John Cena's over here. No, granted, I still don't look at a lot of people because it gives me social anxiety, but I'm getting a lot more comfortable. I spent 2 hours, y'all, 2 hours doing nothing but weights at the gym. And I'll pop it up over here. I burned over 1,000 active calories, 14 total calories. And mind you, I think we should count the total calories because the difference there is almost 400 calories. I'm not burning 400 calories at work. I'm not burning 400 calories in 2 hours at work or at home. So I think that should count towards my total calories. So, I mean, like, count towards a workout. So I burned 1,400 calories, y'all, in 2 hours of straight weights. I had a great time. I went up to 360 on the leg press. I did 4 sets of 15. 4 sets of 15. I'll insert a clip over here too. Like, y'all, I'm loving the gym. I'm afraid that it's slowing down the scale, but I'm okay with that because I'm clearly getting stronger. My hip adductors, 205. My hip adductors, 185, I think it was. Cable kickbacks are 45, I think, no, 35 or 40. I did some hip thrusts at 50 or pelvic thrusts, the glute bridges. I mean, my weights are going up on everything. When I did the chest pull down, I went up to 65 or 80, I think. I'm like, dude, just a month or so ago, I was just barely touching a weight machine and I was barely able to do 25 at the lat pull down, 25 or 35. I'm not documenting it, like writing it down at this point in my journey, but I'm remembering like where I put it and what, like, thinking, oh wow, I can't believe I'm starting out that low. And that would burn me out. I mean, my strength is progressing so fast. I'm so excited. I do need to get back to including some cardio in there. I just really want to go to the gym and lift weights. That's all I want to do. But yes, so that's the workout portion. So let's get into the results and then I'll also tell you about what I'm trying to do this week. So last week's weigh out, I was 290.8. I was at exactly 20 pounds down from my 310.8 on July 14th. I finally got back down to my 20-pound weight loss. This Sunday, I weighed 288.6. And y'all, I'm so excited to be back in the 80s. Like, I feel like I'm back in that mindset that I was in back in 2013 when I lost 120 pounds. Excuse me, in 10 and a half months. Because y'all, I'm not looking at, I can't wait till I'm $150. I can't wait till I'm 150 pounds and a size 6. You know what I mean? Like, I think my goal would be a size 6, size 8. I always want to have a little curve, a little squish. But I just don't want to have anything hanging, if that makes sense. So I'm okay if I end up with still a little tummy as long as it pokes out and not down. I want to get rid of the apron belly. But yeah, I'm not focusing on the long ends of that. I'm focusing on the next number. Like right now I'm in the 80s, right? I'm focusing on, let's get to the 70s. Let's get to the 70s. And that's the mentality I had when I lost all the weight before. So I'm pushing, I'm striving, and I'm thriving. Yes, my weight loss has slowed down, but I am also building muscle and getting stronger. I'm going to insert some clips over here too. The top will be when, my weight, and the bottom will be my muscle, right? I was super excited because my scale said that I gained over 3 pounds of muscle, right? Not true. The scale is not accurate. It's not actually tracking my muscle. If you notice, it directly correlates and is the opposite of my weight. So unfortunately, most scales that say that they track that stuff, they don't. They're guesstimating. So that was a little disappointing because I was really excited to see my weight and my muscle go up, but my scale is not properly telling me what it is. So we're not going to be tracking that anymore. I was for a little bit there. But yeah, you guys, I'm so pumped and so excited. So moving forward, I'm going to try to have my workout days be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Fridays, I think I'm going to try to keep going to the gym and doing 2 hours of weights. I want to include 30 minutes of cardio afterwards. I'm only doing 5 to 10 minutes of cardio afterwards because I'm so dusted from the weights. But I want to start including a little bit of stair stepper, and elliptical, and even the bicycle. I usually don't like doing the bicycle because when I pull my knees up, it pushes my stomach up and it feels like my whole body is just like bouncing and makes me uncomfortable. But, I want to start doing that. And because I want to start doing Bible study on Wednesdays. And then I also need to start considering for the month of August. I'm already trying to work on that meal plan. And I have something coming for that month too that is probably going to be a little shocking for my channel. So be sure you come back for that grocery haul and meal plan video. But I am also definitely going to be trying to incorporate Bible study on Wednesdays. And what I was going to say is I need to start figuring out how I'm going to eat on the weekends because I need to make sure I stay on course, because I don't work out on the weekends. So yeah, you guys, I'm super pumped. I feel great in my clothes. I feel like my face is starting to look better already. I'm feeling confident, strong, motivated, and I hope you guys are too. I hope if you were having a bad day, I hope you're feeling this energy come through the camera. You know what I mean? I hope you guys are receiving the love and the light and the motivation and the determination. I'm going to the gym even when I'm not motivated. I'm starting to try to fix my mind on the gym and look at it as this is my time alone. You know what I mean? This is my time to focus on what it is I want. I'm not looking at it as, oh, I have to go to the gym. I'm looking at it as, okay, now I get to go focus on me. I get to go think about what I want, what I need. I get to clear my mind over whatever may have bothered me today. So I hope you start to look at it like that too. As always, please leave down in the comments below. Let me know how your journey is going. Let me know how you're doing. And what you're taking away from these videos. And if you try any of the recipes, I'm really getting back in the groove of these recipes and I'm loving it. So in October is going to be a beast. So yeah, be sure you come back for all those. And yeah, I am over my lunch break. So I have to go. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for everybody on my channel, all my new subscribers. Welcome to the family, y'all. Again, I am Bethany Shanae. And if you haven't already, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads coming up. And also there's something up that I've been seeing on YouTube about boosting or kudos, something like that. So if it prompts you to do that and you feel so inclined, I would much appreciate it. It'll help my channel out a lot. I would like this hobby to become a source of income at some point. So I'm trying to get more consistent with it and be successful, not just for myself, but for you guys as well. So thank you guys so much for coming back to see today's video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.